Never use empathy. Always use compassion. And let me explain why this is so important. Empathy, you truly are connecting to the same painful and negative emotions that the person that you're wanting to relate to is experiencing. And compassion, you are connecting with your unconditional love. One, you always want to stay and remain in your unconditional love, always in every situation. And then you have the unconditional love to share with somebody. And it doesn't mean that you're going to lift them out of their sorrow or grief or pain or whatever it is that they're going through in that moment. But you're certainly going to send them unconditional love. And at the very least, it's going to elevate them to some degree with certainty in every case. And let me give you an example that we can all relate to. When you're flying in an airplane, before the plane takes off, the flight attendant always says, in case of an event in the sky, that you must put on your mask before you can assist or try to help anyone else. And the reason is, if you're trying to put on the mask of somebody else first, like a loved one, a child, you might pass out before you can even get their mask on, let alone your own. You're not going to be of any value to anyone else. You have to take care of yourself first before you can help other people. And that is exactly the same as choosing empathy or choosing compassion. You want to take care of yourself always, and that means staying and remaining in your unconditional love. Send them love and joy, and that's the best thing that you could send them when they're in their pain. If you go down to the level of of the pain that they're in, whether it's sadness or depression or whatever it may be, you're not helping. You're just joining them at the place that they are in right there. And it's not as though that you have a obligation or even an expectation that you're going to lift them out of that grief in that moment. But what you can do is send them true joy and love from within yourself through the compassion. Empathy, we simply are choosing whatever sadness in ourselves to match and mirror what a person we see that we care about is going through. You want to have compassion, so you want to show them the love and understanding. That means remaining in your unconditional love. And so you are actually giving them something that will be of benefit to them. It doesn't mean they're necessarily going to, grab onto that energy that you're sending them, but it certainly is going to feel better to them than the grief or the pain that they're in that moment, for sure. And we only choose empathy, and I did myself, all my life, again, because I was choosing false belief that I had to somehow, join to whatever degree I could in their sadness or sorrow or grief. And that's not the most supportive role that you could play. It's really coming from a place of unconditional love and sharing that with them. And that energy will, at the very least, feel good. It certainly won't feel bad to them. They might not connect to it, but it is the best thing that you could do for anyone in any situation. Empathy only comes from a false belief completely. And it is not the best way to connect with anyone. And you never want to use empathy for any reason, because it's only through false beliefs that we're going to feel any type of negative emotion or feeling in there. So if you want to inspire or uplift somebody, you want to show them compassion, which is through unconditional love. And so if you have a deep desire to want to live in joy and bliss, to be living your passions, to be in complete inner peace in every moment, to have fulfillment and meaning and purpose in your life in every moment. If this is a deep desire for you, I have created 2 amazing courses. I believe they are the most amazing courses on this planet. One is an 8-week course, and it is completely immersive, and it is going to get you living in this joy and bliss and inner peace and fulfillment, meaning in every moment. Literally, you will be living that most of the time after the first 6 days. You'll begin connecting to optimal answers in every situation in your life. And it is that amazing. And so it's 3 hours a day, each day for 6 days of the first week, and then each of the following 7 weeks we're going in and spending about 3 to 4 hours a week on live Zoom calls. And we're going through much deeper unconditional love and also clearing out for a week or two more the false beliefs. And then we're going into things like intuition becoming a knowing, and check out that video. The other course is a year long, 12 months, and it's even more immersive. This is for someone who has the financial means and the time to go as deep as they possibly can, and they have the desire to want to live in the fullness, to the depths that they possibly can, as quick as they can. And so the first 6 days are actually live in person with me in a small group, and we are removing all of your false beliefs and going deeper into your unconditional love. And then each of the remaining 11 months, I am spending 5 days with you in person each of those remaining 11 months. And then all of the other weeks where we're not together in person, I am providing live Zoom calls with you and the small group. Each week is a new topic, and we're going deeper into the unconditional love. You're going much further and much deeper into the knowing, where intuition truly becomes a knowing. But even with the 8-week program, you will be making optimal answers, but there is no limit, upper limit on this knowing, and it really can help you in many, many different ways, seeing the future even, and understanding what is the optimal answer for topics, understanding topics that maybe because of a false belief you felt you couldn't understand, calculus or high level physics or anything else. And by removing those false beliefs, you're knowing you will truly be able to understand and grasp concepts and understand everything that you focus on, that you desire and have a passion to want to learn. And you will even be able to take that even further by even developing new understandings that are not even yet on this planet. It is truly that. So if you're interested in signing up for one of those 2 courses, I put my email address, email, and then I can send you the information. We can set up a Zoom call, discuss either of those courses further. So please check out the description section of this video and any other video in my YouTube channel. It will have my email address in the description section. You can communicate with me, and then just put your first name and simply what you're inquiring about, and if you would like to set up a Zoom call, and then we'll go from there. I send you love, peace, and joy. Have a great day.